Whose possessions are these? Mastering whose in English questions. Hello, language enthusiasts. Today we are going to tackle an essential topic in English language learning, specifically in conversational English. We'll focus on the question word, whose, and learn how to use it with objects and possessions. Using whose correctly can greatly enhance your conversational skills, and by the end of this video, you'll be a pro at asking and answering questions using whose. So, let's dive right in. Before we delve into its usage with objects and possessions, let's take a brief moment to understand what whose is. Whose is a question word used to ask to whom a person or thing belongs. In simpler terms, we use whose when we want to find out who owns something. It's all about ownership and possessions. Now that we understand the basic function of whose, let's learn how to use it in questions about objects. Consider this example. 1. Whose book is this? Here, the speaker is asking to whom the book belongs. The answer could be, it's John's book. Other examples of using whose with objects include, whose car is parked outside? Whose jacket is this on the chair? Remember, we are simply asking about the ownership of a particular object. Moving on, let's talk about using whose with possessions. The idea here is the same as with objects. We're still discussing ownership. However, now we're using whose in the context of things that are intangible or can't be physically held. Here are some examples. 1. Whose idea was it to go camping? 2. Whose responsibility is it to clean the kitchen? Notice how the possession isn't a physical item, but rather a concept or duty. Now, you've mastered asking questions with whose, but how about answering them? Typically, the response would include the name of the person who owns the item or possesses the concept, duty, followed by the item or concept. Here are a few examples. Question: whose book is this? Answer: it's Maria's book. Question: whose idea was it to go camping? Answer: it was Alex's idea. With this simple formula, you can confidently answer any whose questions you encounter. And there you have it. We have demystified the usage of whose in questions involving objects and possessions. Remember, using whose is all about understanding ownership and possession. Keep practicing these patterns, and before long, your English conversations will flow naturally and effectively. Thank you for watching this video, and keep up the good work on your English language learning journey. Until next time, happy learning!